Hi features, it's Shaaba. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on another video. Look who I have with me today.
Hi.
It's Jamie. As per very popular request, we are back to rate some LGBT plus characters today from a show that I know you're going to be very excited about. Why? Because I'm very excited about it. Are you excited about it? I see what you did there. I thought you were just being annoying just like you normally do, but actually no, that was annoyingly cute.
Oh, thanks.
That was supposed to be a compliment. It came out wrong.
You can just compliment me.
I love you.
Thanks.
So, the wonderful Heartstopper is out. For those of you who don't know, Alice Oseman created the most incredible graphic novel. It's a series of 4 books, soon to be 5. 5th one's coming out really, really soon. And Netflix picked it up and made a beautiful little TV show out of the first 2. A second series is due to come out very soon. I'm so excited about it. But for now, I wanted to rate some Heartstopper characters. Let's see what we think. We can't love all the characters though, okay? We have to be honest. Should we just get straight
Hate
to it?
them all. Kidding. Yes, let's get into it.
Numero uno. Wah.
Oh, Ben.
Ben.
Oh,
Okay, we're
Ben.
kind of starting off with a contentious one. A journey is being made.
Currently, not likable. You can sense the internal struggle.
It's the dark side of every LGBT plus person that ever existed, right?
The internalized
manifested, yeah, in like a
phobia.
really outwardly visible, cringy way where you're like, oh, Ben.
Yeah.
See, one of the wonderful things about Heartstopper that I really liked was how positive it was for LGBT plus representation.
Yeah.
It was all about like healthy friendships and healthy relationships and just finding the good moments.
But it didn't
about being
skim
LGBT+.
over the fact that there's bullying and
No.
name calling.
What I'm saying is it just didn't sensationalize.
Yeah, and it didn't like focus in on the trauma. It was like, actually, there's wonderful, like, heartwarming, joyful moments in your identity.
No, you're right. It was very, very cute. But Ben was one of those characters that I felt brought it back to reality.
I think it was important, though, to have a character like that in there.
Yeah.
The only thing that is very unlikable is when there's ever a character that's, like, not so great a character, people send hate to the actor.
I was just going to say
Not
that.
right.
Do not send hate to the actors. That is not Ben in real life. Calm down, friends.
Calm.
Calm. But also, I'm really excited to see where Ben's character goes.
Yes.
Because I feel like there's real opportunity here for a beautiful development
There is,
arc.
but there's definitely some behaviours in the first season that, like, need to be called out.
That scene. You know the scene
there
I'm
is a-
talking about? There's
there's
one
a
scene. I don't want to
specific
spoil
scene.
it, but it just made me
Very
feel
uncomfortable.
so uncomfortable. Exactly that. We're just one person, Jamie. So let's rate Ben.
I think I'd rate Ben like a 3. Needs a lot of work, but
That's
not,
harsh.
not
I was going to
starting from
go
the
around a
bottom.
4 because,
Okay.
you know, like,
I'd have given
nice but
4
lost
if it
their
weren't
way.
for that scene.
fair. That scene is very sad.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll go with a solid 3.5 together.
sure.
I'm happy with that weighting. Should we move on?
Yes.
Darcy.
Love Darcy.
Darcy, darling. You like Darcy?
Yeah.
I like
love
Darcy.
how,
I
like,
like Darcy's fashion sense.
I love how quirky Darcy is, but how, like, much she owns it. I'm just like, yeah.
Darcy,
do
to
it.
me, is like, you know when people are like, live authentically?
Mm-hmm.
She feels like the
embodies
physical
that.
embodiment of that statement.
Knowing who you are, pride in your identity, just
Yeah.
like, live in you.
There's also one really funny scene. I'm trying not to give out spoilers, but you know what, guys? If you haven't seen Heartstopper yet, you're missing out and you're really late on the little Heartstopper train.
Yeah.
Where Tara's really upset
Mm-hmm.
and Darcy goes in to comfort her and then they go in for like a kiss and then they're like rescued. And she goes, homophobia.
Yeah.
It felt like a fly on the wall of the friendships that we had when we were discovering ourselves back in the day, like during college. All right, so what are we rating the beautiful Darcy? She's a solid... Go on.
9.8. You've always got to leave
Where
like a
is
little...
the point 2?
You got to leave a little room for improvement. But yeah, 9.8.
I like Darcy. A solid 10 from me. Good character. Relatable. Want to be Darcy's friend.
Yeah.
Tara.
Tara.
What do we think about Tara?
I like Tara, and I think she's like the important opposite of Darcy.
Do you know, my head was like, how is she opposite? She's a lesbian too.
No! Darcy gives you that like authentic living confidence. She knows herself. Tara, you get to see that journey.
Darcy's chapter 10 and Tara's like chapter 2, maybe?
I'd
Do you
say
know what I mean?
like
She's
3
at
or
the
4.
beginning of her
I think she's
journey.
good. Yeah.
And I respect her journey.
Yeah.
Because it's really cool to just see that Alice did so well, right? There's just so many nuances into all the different parts. And yes, no LGBT plus journey is the same. No one person's journey is the same. But it just really covered the different milestones.
Absolutely. And it's important to show that some people know themselves really young and are really confident about it straight away. And for other people, it takes some time, and there's nothing wrong with either approach. Everybody's different, and that's okay.
I also really like the message that comes from Tara's character in that you can still know yourself but be affected by external society.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that your identity is not valid if you feel like you falter in any way. It just means you're human, right?
Yeah.
Things affect you, and that's okay. Good Tara. Cute smile.
I think Tara's like 7.5. Really good character, but there's definitely some like self-growth to happen.
I was gonna go for an 8. I feel like I channeled my inner Darcy more than my inner Tara. And I don't know if that's because Tara reminds me of a place when I was less comfortable about my identity. And maybe that's like docking points a little bit, which is unfair.
I guess it's also a different point system. She's not losing points because, like...
It's not her as a character, it's what her character
10 out of 10
represents.
lovely character,
Yes.
yeah, but like 7.5 because
Beautiful
it's
soul,
like...
tricky journey.
Yeah. Next.
Let's do this. Tao. Tao. Go on, I'll let you go first.
Overprotective friend sometimes to a fault. Maybe a little bit like highly strung. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a little bit like the kind of grumpy chihuahua. I don't know.
I'm so sorry. The one thing that I have going around my head is when it's like, Valentina, say ally. Ally! Sorry, I'm stuck in a meme.
That's Tao. Wants the best for his friends, but sometimes maybe over interjects himself in their narrative and lives.
I may be very wrong, but from what I recall, Tao is the one character that's most different in the series than to the books. And it annoyed me a little bit, because I much preferred the Tao represented in the books than in the TV series.
Sure.
I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna be really controversial. I didn't like Tao very much.
I quite liked his humour, but yeah, generally was not the biggest fan.
Yeah.
Personally. I don't think I would be friends with Tao, but I don't think there's anything wrong with Tao.
Yes. I think he's like super pessimistic, and it goes against my very
Grates on you.
optimistic
Yeah.
outlook.
I'd give Tao a 5. Nothing wrong with Tao, just not like for me.
That is very close to Ben's 3.54.
No, but for different reasons.
Sure.
Ben's was a bit more like objectively not so great and a lot of work, but Tao's more of like a subjective. Some people would give Tao a 10.
Yeah.
I would give Tao a 5.
Yeah.
Not because Tao is bad.
I wouldn't hate on Tao lovers. I get the Tao appeal. It's just not a personal appeal. You're right. It's like jelly.
Yeah.
Tao's jelly. I would go with like a solid 6. All right, next.
L. Trans rep.
I know that made you very happy.
Yeah, it was just, it didn't brush over the fact that transitioning in school environments can be difficult, but it was also like, hey, look at this like trans girl thriving and finding friends and creating a path for herself in life, and yeah, go L.
Loved
it was just nice.
Love it. Also love Yaz, who is just amazing and is doing wonderful things for representation and rights. Beautiful character inside and out. On screen and off.
It's just nice to see trans representation, and also like young trans representation that teenagers can relate to.
And that just finds friends.
Yeah.
And like it goes well. I like the dynamic between Elle and Tao. I know we just kind of diss Tao a little bit, but I like them together. Are you
Yeah, no, I see.
What would it be? Tell? Allow? Tell.
Tell.
Are you a Tell stan?
Yeah. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
Yeah.
Oh, that's high. No,
I'm
I mean,
very
I agree.
biased. Trans representation, done well, I'm going to rate it highly.
Sure. I also really like the accent. Isaac.
I feel like Isaac's like the smallest character of like that main group.
Yes. It's always the one person who typically, and this is what I appreciate, ticks all of the minority boxes in one, as if to be like, we have the marginalised person on screen, but you know, they don't really have a main part.
But that's
that wasn't
not what
the
they've
case
done.
in this series, which I appreciated.
I feel like Isaac is the listener. Like, he's kind of there in the scenes.
The owl.
Yes. And like, he'll come in with a joke or a line that's quite funny or profound.
Or even just a look that's just like...
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, okay, fine, I'll do the right thing then.
Isaac is the wise old owl.
Isaac is the owl.
I love it. I rate owls highly, so I give Isaac like an 8 because we don't see like too much to really go beyond that.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. What would you rate?
A solid 7. Appreciate, but want to see more.
Sure.
Nelly.
Nelly the dog.
Nelly is so freaking cute. Okay,
mean, you
this
have
is
to
just
get
like a bonus wildcard
10 out of
because
10 dog
Nelly's
cute.
so freaking adorable.
Nick and Charlie first like bonded over Nelly, so obviously
Instrumental.
Yeah.
Matchmaker. Cherub dog, if you will.
Beautiful. Thanks for including the dog.
A million. Who's next? Nick.
Nick.
I was going to say something, and it's going to sound really cynical, but my cynicism to both Nick and Charlie is purely coming from what I've seen online. The Heartstopper fandom is intense. I don't know if you've seen online,
Yeah,
but it's a lot. It's fantastic. The one thing that I've noticed, though, is a lot of people calling out that Nick and Charlie's love story is prioritised above the others significantly more. And there's a lot of claims that maybe that's because, you know, they're white cis men. So subconsciously, people, you know, like prep up the white cis gay guys. I know Nick's not gay. That's seen as like the most accepting in the community when actually there's such beautiful representation elsewhere, especially with Tara and Darcy, that is not celebrated not nearly as much. Not nearly as much. I'm trying to not let that narrative play in. I do really like them.
I know, I like Nick, and something I appreciated about his character was one, the journey of self-discovery that we saw, like that inner turmoil watching YouTube. It was like, okay, this is so classic and cute.
I felt so personally attacked because I literally did exactly that.
But I accept that was my journey, so I liked watching it.
What does this mean? Looking at these
gay
videos,
quiz.
My
was so
God.
cute. Something I liked about Nick's character in the end, but I felt mixed about towards, like in the middle and during. He was friends with like the rugby lads, and quite a lot of them were like mildly to moderately homophobic and bullying towards Charlie.
Harry's character.
Yeah, and he didn't
watch the space in the comics. You just need to read the comics, Jamie.
He didn't always call it out, but it's so difficult to do.
Yeah.
And I love to see that progression of Nick finding his voice.
No fisticuffs.
He really like went on that journey of self-discovery, and also with self-discovery finding a voice and being able to be like, no, that's wrong what you're saying.
Love it.
And that's really hard to do.
Yes. And do you know what else I truly appreciate about Nick's character? And I feel like this was very intentional. How outwardly non-LGBT plus Nick seems. And not just in the fact the stereotypes of playing rugby, but just in everything. I just appreciate the subtlety.
And they kept his character consistent.
Yeah.
They didn't go, oh, this character suddenly found out that they're not straight. Let's make it overt in their characterization that they're not straight. Like, let's pile some stereotypes on. They didn't do that.
And I feel like that's something that's really underrepresented in the LGBT plus community, specifically on media.
The only thing is, he gets Dr. Point because that scene at the beach was kind of cringe.
At the end, where he's like, I love...
Yeah, he's standing
Charlie
in the water and he's...
Not
no, he
just in a
didn't say...
friendship way.
No, he's like,
thing.
I like... He didn't say love.
Not just in a friendship way. I thought
it
was like the cutest
No,
scene.
it was cute, but it honestly made me just go a bit like...
Now, but I bet you 14-year-old Jamie would have like been like, goals. This is my dream.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh.
I give Nick like an 8.5.
I was going to go 8. Charlie, let's
go. An adorable puppy. Like he's very...
Charlie has a very cute smile.
He's very gentle.
Just cute.
Yeah.
You just find Charlie cute. Stick him in your pocket. Bring him out when you're having a bad day. Cute.
I think he's adorable, and he's had to put up with a lot of bullying.
Yes.
But
quite
he's
a typical LGBT plus storyline, right?
Yeah, but he's like really stuck with who he is. But he's also quite quiet and reserved.
I also really love Charlie's optimism. They're like, no, Nick is into me. Like the whole way through.
He didn't give up.
I refuse to believe he's straight. There was definitely some sort of dar going on.
And I like that dynamic of him talking to his teacher.
I also really like the dynamic of him and his sister, who I think is arguably my favourite character.
I think so too.
I would rate Nick higher than I'd rate Charlie. You know, if I had to pick one.
Oh, I gave Nick I'd probably give Charlie an 8. I gave Nick an 8.5.
Sure.
Does that mean my favourite character is Darcy?
I think so.
My favourite character is Darcy. Okay.
My favourite character is Tori, followed by Darcy.
Oh, yeah, but you don't have Tori.
We haven't done it yet. Tori.
Hey. I love the fact that she appears out of nowhere.
Always appearing out of nowhere, always with a straw. I don't know why I find that so funny, but there's a constant just...
deadpan, but like has good stuff to say. Right, Shaaba. It was annoying on the first one.
The exact epitome of what an older sibling is.
Mm-hmm.
Annoying, but right character.
9.9.
11. I think we should end on that high.
Yes, I agree.
This has been
Nelly and
fun.
Tori.
I feel like we need to watch the series for a third time. Do check out Heartstopper. It's such wonderful representation and it deserves your love and support. It's also, today, just been, probably last week by the time you're watching this, just been nominated for, I think, 3 Netflix awards, like TV show awards.
Nice.
Well deserved. Well deserved. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Do you want some homework?
No.
Leave your favourite character from Heartstopper if you've watched it downstairs in the comments and let us know your rating. I bet you it doesn't beat Nellie's million.
And do subscribe to Shaaba because she has very more than okay content. It's very
Thank
good.
you.
It's lovely.
I was going to say go check out Jamie, but after that, I don't know if I should. No, you absolutely should. Go take a look at Jamie, who's an incredible creator as well, and just hit a milli. We will love you and leave you for now.
Thanks for having me.
Be kind.
Much love and have a great day.
Bye.
I need to get mine in there somewhere. Bye.